I should be live on Facebook, and I am coming in on YouTube. So first off, okay, cool, here I am. So I purchased the lifetime deal on Restream.io, and so you can see here actually that I should be coming in to both Facebook and to YouTube event. It says it's sending data, so we'll see if this is actually working correctly. Looks good to me. If you guys can see me or hear me on either YouTube or Facebook, go ahead and leave a comment so I can make sure it's working correctly. I'll assume it's going correctly, but this is, one of those beta test things. We'll see how it goes. And let me just check in here one last time. I think we're about as good as it's going to get. So let's go ahead and dive into it today. So in today's video, I want to share with you something really, really exciting. And this is one of those features that they might have promoted it somewhere, but I didn't really see it. And I want to go ahead and make sure you guys are aware of this, because this is something that is not necessarily better, but it's totally different. It's in a different direction, probably with a different intent in mind that Breezy is doing with their platform. And so if you guys aren't familiar with Breezy, it is a page builder. It's kind of competing with Elementor, Beaver Builder, Thrive, Architect, those types of tools, which are all a part of your digital marketing stack. And this is particularly the tool that allows non-coders to have a chance in building beautiful web pages and websites. Just real quick here. Okay, looks like everything should be working correctly. So we'll go ahead and go for it. So the page builder. First of all, Breezy is still in beta. It's being actively developed right now, and they're getting close to launching their pro version. And so you're starting to see some of the features really starting to come out in a quite quick succession here. And so a couple of things they've done recently. One is this is a new website for Breezy. Before, and this is always one of those kind of like, really, you did that? So when they first launched Breezy.io, this website, it wasn't actually built with the Breezy builder. That's not good, right? Like, that's not a good idea. So this is entirely rebuilt. So if you want to see kind of what professionals are doing with Breezy, this is built in the Breezy builder. So you can kind of see, it's got a lot of nice icons, animations, GIFs embedded, a lot of cool things. So it's a full-featured, very professional-looking builder in the first place. So that's one piece of information that is new. The other thing, though, is they brought out a couple of new features. One is white labeling, which basically, if you're not familiar with that term, it's if you have an agency and you want to sell people on a particular product or service, instead of saying, hey, I'm going to use the Breezy page builder, you can say, hey, this is the Income Mesh proprietary page builder. Do different things to make your brand seem better, seem more powerful. And okay, cool. So it looks like YouTube is coming in loud and clear. Great. I'm curious, is Facebook also coming in? If you could let me know as well, that'd be awesome. Thank you, Susie. My wife is doing some of my tech support there on the side. Okay, so that's the white label feature. That came out recently. But to me, that's kind of cool. I would use that. Okay, cool. Very nice. So the white label feature has just come out, but another feature, and this is the one that's like totally different, right? So they have this thing here. If you go to breezy.io, you can see the Try Breezy Cloud. Now, I had heard they were working on kind of a SaaS type of platform, but I didn't really grasp what it meant, didn't know what it really made sense or like where it fit in the whole piece of the pie. So I'll try to unpack this very simply. So on the one hand, you've got WordPress, and WordPress is full-blown websites. You've got your entire content management system, blog posts, plugins, updates, security, all the stuff that you have to do to run okay, cool, very cool. All the things you need to run a real business in WordPress. But let's look at some of the other players out there in the page builder space or in the funnel building space, let's call it there. So you've got ClickFunnels, and you've got Kartra, and you've got Lead Pages. You've got all these other guys that are out there, and where they pale in comparison to WordPress is if you want to build a full business, you want to have all the content, you want to have products, and all these things that are all linked in to this content management system, having all these random landing pages kind of tied together isn't the best. But where it excels at and where it's fantastic is if you want to run funnels and you don't want to be a blogger, you don't want to have all the muss and fuss around security and keeping your platform up to date and all of that stuff. If all you really want is to be able to put some pages together and run some paid traffic or do YouTube videos and direct them to a specific landing page, that's where a page builder without WordPress can make some sense. And that is where Breezy is starting to come into where Breezy Cloud is starting to come into the picture. Sorry for that. So what this essentially is it's a platform where you can create web pages that are run off of Breezy's technology, Breezy's page builder, but there's no WordPress installation at all. So it's kind of like they're sidestepping WordPress, which has some pros and has some minuses. Let me go ahead and show you this. And also, one of the cool things is if you are a lifetime deal member, which you can get through my affiliate link, incomemesh.com/Breezy, if you go through that link and purchase the lifetime access, you will actually get unlimited hosting. So let me back that up real quick. So when you have WordPress, you always have to have WordPress and a hosting package to go with it, right? But here, this is a already hosted solution where you have all of your content here, and it's being built out simply with Breezy's backend hosting, their power, all their security. They're doing the updates. So it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and build a page real quick in the Breezy builder. All right, so I've just hit the plus button. All right, edit a page. So you'll notice there's not posts and pages and WooCommerce and all sorts of things over here. This is just my account that I've logged in as a lifetime owner. And I believe you can try this out even if you aren't a lifetime owner yet. So please go ahead and after this video, as soon as you're done watching me, go ahead and check this out yourself because I think this is pretty cool. Like I said, I don't know if it's better than Elementor, but it's something different. And if you want to be able to do not only your own main website and maybe some full-blown websites for clients, but if you want to be like a social media manager or an ad spend, you know, if you want to do funnels for people and you want to do their Facebook ads and all that, this might be a really cool option aside from ClickFunnels, and I'll show you why. So let's go ahead and build out like an example landing page. All right, example landing page. So you can see here you have leads, analytics, publish, and delete. So leads, obviously this is going to be big for a lead capture platform. You got analytics here for all the data, and you'll also be able to do split testing soon. That's not here yet. But let's go ahead and build a page here just so you can see what it's like using the Breezy builder without WordPress. Okay, so here we are. And so off the cuff here, you have the Breezy canvas. Now, normally what you expect to see if this was on Breezy's WordPress page builder is the ability to pick your template, whether you want to build using just the Breezy template or the kind of the canvas here, or if you want to have your header and your footer from WordPress. Well, we don't have WordPress here, so this is it. This is what you get. So it's nice and simple. What you're going to love about it is it's very fast. You know, not only is it just because Breezy is fast, but there's nothing else going on to slow you down. So what I want to do here is, let me just have a quick little cover. I like this one. It's kind of like their signature cover here. It's really nice. So beautiful world. Let's just build out a quick little funnel. Download my free checklist to get 50% off, yada, yada. Okay. So I got a little header here. Let me just delete that section here. Say download now. So you can see the building process is as seamless and as fluid as you would expect from Breezy. And now let's take this button and make this button open a pop-up real fast. And let's just take one of these, 10% off. That's close enough. So I said that you're going to get 50% off. Let's just change this to 50% off. Download my thing. And what I had heard, and let me see here. Can I get statistics on? Okay, I got 5 people watching, it looks like. Okay, cool. 2 from 2 connected. Just checking here, guys. This is me, my first time using Restream, using Facebook and YouTube. So I'm checking out. Looks like I got some analytics here. Cool. Alrighty. And I'm also going to say, I'm going to put a little chat out here to see what you guys are seeing here. Okay, cool. Comes through pretty clearly. This is awesome. I like this feature. Alrighty, back to the task. So we're building out our landing page here. I believe this is not functional yet in terms of integrating in with all of the email autoresponders, but you imagine this is going to be coming very shortly. They've said in the next couple of weeks or so, they'll have all the integrations and version 2 of the forms feature, which I believe will have deeper integration where you'll be able to kind of put them on specific lists and all sorts of different things there. But you'll be able to see that come in the near future. Okay, so you've got a lead generation platform here. Let's go ahead and publish this page. Okay, so the page is published, and we should be able to hit the little eyebrow or eye, and you can see here it has some sort of gibberish name, Cherry 5705, and click here, and you've got a working landing page we built in seconds, and it looks very good, right? Like, I think the styling of Breezy is head and shoulders above most other page builders. I won't say all, obviously, but it's just very easy to make something look very good. So let's go back to the cloud here, and we have our example landing page we just built. Now you can also go ahead and make a thank you page here and connect it all and do the whole funnel deal. We won't do that right now. Let me just show you what our options are here. So if we're ready to publish this and run this live for a client, so for example, this is live on the internet. So like I can go here and just take that URL, incognito window, check it out, and you have a fully published working page. So what can you do here? Like, what do you want to see? What would make sense to see if this is worth using, worth even paying attention to? So one thing obviously is page speed. Anyway, does this work well? Is this actually a good web page builder and a good host? Or are they skimping you and putting you on the lowest of the low, for the sake of, saving their own budget? So let's test that. I just built this page. It is a very small page, mind you. It's just, one section, a couple things going on. But let's see how it results here with a GTmetrix page speed score. Okay, so some good and some bad. 2 seconds fully loaded. That's a little interesting for such a simple page, but it's 1.13 megabytes. So requests are extremely low. That's great. Sometimes you have WooCommerce and things running alongside your WordPress website. You can see the requests get up to 100 plus very quickly, and the page speed. So they're doing a lot of good technical things here with their hosting. And they also have some content delivery network, maybe Cloudflare, maybe something else. So we can see here what's going on. It looks like this image, the big cloud image, is what's taking all the time. So just out of curiosity, I'll run this again in the background, but let's go ahead and while that's running, see what else we can do here. So we can hit the publish button. Now this is what's really cool. So as a lifetime, or as any pro member, I'm thinking from the lifetime perspective, but if you just get the annual license, for example, and you want to do this as an agency, you can just buy the domains or use the domains or subdomain of your client, for example, and connect as many domains into this page builder as you want to. So let me, kind of contrast that with like a Kartra. So if I go to Kartra.com, and I'm not pitting this together. I'm not saying Kartra versus Breezy and Breezy. I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is just looking at feature by feature. This is one of the big differentiators and something that I think is really good that Breezy is doing. I hope they'll make enough money to sustain this. Let me click through. Oh, Jiminy Crickets. All right, so I need to opt in just to get the pricing page. Okay. So here, let's look at our custom domains. So for their $80 a month plan, you get one domain. So if you wanted to use Kartra for clients, you would need a different account for every new client. That's good if you're an affiliate for Kartra, but it's maybe not the best if you wanted to do this and just kind of offer the service off the cuff. Here, for $150 a month, you can get 3 custom domains, and Platinum, you can get 10. With Breezy, like we just saw, you can use as many securely hosted. And I hope I'm telling you everything exactly correct. I mean, I've gone through, I've done the research on this. I believe this is correct. It's just, there's parties like kind of, you want to pinch yourself. Like, is this really real? Like, all I need to do is get the domain. Don't worry about hosting every single website or websites conflicting with each other. And yeah, so you can hook up your own custom domains if you're a pro member, or you can use subdomains where you could kind of say like, for example, incomemesh.breezy.site. I'll submit that. Done. And I think that's just it. So if I go here, you'll see incomemesh.breezy.site. I'm not sure what this little variable string is here at the end, but the website works exactly as you'd expect it to. So if you want to build a super simple landing page, super simple funnel, and you like the page building experience with Breezy, this cloud feature may be one of those things where it's not better or worse, it's different from what others are offering. What I've also heard them say is if you are on a WordPress website, let's say, and you're building out and you've saved some really awesome looking templates and blocks, in every other page builder, you would have to export that as like a JSON or a zip file and do something else and then upload it to your other projects. But because Breezy is going this kind of hosted, it's like a hybrid. They're a plugin, so it's code on your own hosted website, but they also have this software as a service leg here with the Breezy Cloud. And so one of the benefits of having that hybrid is in any of your WordPress websites, you can also, let me show you this here, you can do this server sync. And so what that's going to do is basically kind of bring everything together and mesh them together nicely so that if you work on something that's here on the Breezy Cloud and you go back to your own WordPress website, if you save that as a global item, you should be able to access that from both sides. Now, that's not live yet. That's still in the process. But a lot of this kind of the Breezy development is what's coming in the future, what's actively being developed. They have their public roadmap you can check out on their website. But it's kind of an interesting feature. So what I kind of take away from this, Paul asks, what about SEO implications? So that's a great point. So I would largely say if SEO is even like in your vocabulary, this is probably not the way to use Breezy. What I mean by that is, in general, ClickFunnels users, if they're using the hosted on ClickFunnels with their own little domain, SEO is not going to be a big driver for them. They're really going to be pushing traffic to their funnel using paid ads or something of that nature. On WordPress, if you're going to have an entire blog and you're going to work for SEO presence and you also want to be able to get SEO to your funnel, you're going to want to use the Breezy page builder on your self-hosted WordPress site. The only difference in that would be if you want to use one of your custom domains, and let's say you have incomemesh.com and you have maybe a subdomain called funnel.incomemesh.com or book.incomemesh.com, something like that, which you would then connect into the Breezy cloud. I would think, so let's go back to the builder real fast. I would imagine that you would be able to get some search engine optimization juice from that connection because they're subdomains. But, you know, SEO is one of those things where gurus will tell you they know exactly how it works. But when it comes to certain features like subdomains and actual domains, I have heard, I can't verify this myself, but if they're on different subdomains, it could dilute kind of the benefits or the presence of the search engine optimization. But it's not going. It should be better than nothing at all. Lost the live so far. When did this come out? Okay. I hope you mean love the live so far, but if you lost the live, I apologize. This came out really just a couple of days ago. That's why I'm doing this as a live stream. It's kind of relatively breaking news. I think I heard about it the other day, and I just tested it out yesterday, and I was like, what the heck? This is really cool. So yeah, so this came out very, very new. This is still very much in beta. And in reality, their entire website, you know, having been built out in the Breezy builder, that's brand new as well. So I had heard from Dimitri. He's one of the kind of the leading community managers, I guess you'd call him. So he's the guy who's big in the Facebook group. He said that they were holding off. This is a minimum viable product. This Breezy Cloud feature is brand new. It is something that, like I said, it's not live yet, but it's something you can test out now. So if you go to breezy.io, or better yet, my affiliate link, incomemesh.com/breezy will also take you here. But if you go and check out the Breezy Cloud, that's where you'll be able to go in, and I think you can create a free account. I don't know because I am a pro member. I'm not sure if you can do it as a guest, but pretty darn cool here. And then as far as SEO, I think I kind of rambled through that one. If you want SEO, if you have an entire website that has SEO as a big benefit, I would just use the Breezy page builder and use your WordPress site. But if you want to run a quick funnel for a client or test out a concept or not go through the mess and fuss of installing WordPress, putting 37 plugins to make your site work, and then run your funnel, that would be the way I would recommend doing it with the Breezy Cloud. All right, Professor Holman says, in the builder, where would we enter any HTML from Gumroad? Oh, perfect, fantastic. So let's do that. So we're going here, and let's say we want to embed a buy button, so a couple things you could do here. And Stratos wants to, can I talk about another page builder? Sure, man. Yeah. What page builder do you want to talk about? Let's do it. I'll hang out here for a little bit until you guys are bored of me. All right. So as far as embedding code, so let's check that out. So there's a couple ways to do it. One is the clear embed. If you guys can see this, I'm going to make my screen full screen real quick here. Let's do, yeah. You guys can tell I'm not the most professional today because I'm trying out this new thing here. All right, I'll just leave it like this. I apologize if it's a little bit fuzzy here because I'm kind of shrinking down a 1080p screen to slightly less than 1080p. By the way, how is the stream quality? Is this working well? Are you guys able to see the screen nicely? Let me know. All right, so one is if you have an entire embed code option here, and I think I can go ahead and test that for you guys. So let me log into one of our test accounts here. I'll go to Sendowl. Let me get my login information over here. So Sendowl is kind of like a Gumroad. It's a very similar tool, similar idea. And I think I have a product here. Let me just make a quick product. So I'm logged into Sendowl. I'm going to make a quick product, and I'll call this ebook. And it's going to be $10. I'll create the product. Oh, upload a file. Okay, let me upload a file real quick. Sorry. Let me just, all right. Incomemesh.com/breezy. If you guys are interested, please. Yeah. Not please like I'm begging, you know what I mean? Anyways. All right, so now we have this some code. So this is probably what you're referring to around a buy now button that you can sell from your website or blog. Gumroad, any other service would have something like this. So I'll copy this HTML code, head back over to our Breezy builder, which is over here. So this is our embed. We just brought that in from the plus button and embed. And I'll paste the code in there. And so now we have a buy button. I should be able to, let me just hop into this. And this is how, I'm not a developer yet. Oh, look at that. Okay, that worked. I'll take it. All right, so we got a button that's buy now and it's centered, all fantastic. So if I go ahead and go back to Breezy and let's view this site. Okay, so this is what we built before. And this button here should take me straight through to purchase. And this is the first time I've done this, so everything seems good. All right, there we go. And you'd be able to buy from there. So it looks like embed. Oh, so that's one way to do it. And then a lot of other tools. I think Sendel is actually a really good example. So not only do you have to, you could do that buy now feature as well, but they also give you a link. And so that's a link that's going to send them to that quick sell. And I could remove this and just go to my button. And instead of sending them to the pop-up, I could send them to that URL. Let me just do a preview on this. And that button now should take me to a quick checkout, which would do the same thing. So a lot of different ways to sell, definitely embedding external scripts, JavaScripts, all that you can definitely do. Which brings up actually a question that I don't have the answer to yet, but what about like Facebook pixels? So Google Analytics tracking, all of that, it's a good question. So they do have something here. I believe it would probably still be the embed. But if you wanted to embed some code like a Facebook pixel firing, like a lead conversion tracker, I'll have to test that. I would imagine you do the same thing and you would just drag this down and you would take away any padding, any spacing options, and you would use that and put in your embed code there. But I don't know that one for sure. And that would be one that I would be concerned about, especially if you want to use this professionally. Again, early days, but I think the promise is definitely there. So Stratus is talking about Oxygen, yes, which is now in version 2.2. It is hardcore, but way better than everything I have tested. Very clean code, very fast. Needs some knowledge of HTML and CSS to do more things. Yes, and I have tested it as well, and I agree with your assessment. So what he's referring to here is the Oxygen builder, and I have tested out an account. Let me show you this. If you guys haven't tried Oxygen, definitely check it out. So when you go to, so this was really cool. So if I go to Get Oxygen, I think it's $99 for a lifetime, for, one time. Now, unlimited developer support, unlimited lifetime updates. I don't know if that's for one website or if that's for unlimited websites. One time, lifetime support and updates for unlimited sites, including your client's websites. So, smoking deal. Like, I am not going to lie to you. That is a very good deal. I have not purchased it. What I have tried, though, is if you go somewhere here, there's going to be like a try. Maybe there's this product tour. There is a way for you to build out your own website. Now, you guys probably, if you've seen this, you've probably tried it, and I just forgot where it is. Try, there we go. So maybe it's at the footer. Try Oxygen. I love that name. I mean, so many puns you can make with that. So here you have the example of doing a blank install or an example website. I'll just do a blank install here. Yeah, I have tried it. I'll be honest with you. I think your assessment is spot on. It is a bit more intense. So I'm an engineer. Yeah, man, send me a private message for sure. But I did not grow up with HTML in my back pocket. I learned some coding with C++, learned some different things, but I'm still learning through my CSS as you saw me fumble through putting a center on there. So let's go and do a pre-made website, default installation. So what Oxygen is allowing you to do, which is really awesome, is try out their software. I think it's for a full 7 days or something like that, where they'll actually build you your own sandbox environment and allow you to come and really kick the tires, build some landing pages, kind of get an idea behind it. and see what you think. So it's loading it all up now. It should be here in just a minute. And when I used it, I don't know yet. It's one of those where it has a higher learning curve than Breezy, than even Thrive Architect, in my opinion. So here's the sandbox that allows you to build. We're in a full WordPress dashboard. So yep, a full working website. Will this actually go someplace? So yeah, it actually has templates for the About Me page. So they get you really, really started nicely. And if you wanted to, you can edit with Oxygen. And I'll just show you this page builder since we're kind of doing some side-by-side at this point. I like it. I haven't spent enough time to really give a full assessment. And Stratus, you can go to incomemesh.com/contact and just leave me a note. That'll send me an email, and then we can take it to email as well. Or just john@incomemesh.com. It's totally fine too. JOHN. All right, so this is the Oxygen page builder. So it's similar to pretty much any other page builder out there, but it has some really cool tricks up its sleeve. And again, I haven't spent enough time with it to really give a full review, especially not in this live. It's not really the purpose of this live, but it has some really powerful features, some navigators, a lot of cool things. But what you'll notice when you're going through to work on a specific block is, or let me add an item in, they're talking a bit more in like coding language versus in Divi and all the others. They'll kind of use their own language that is approachable to non-coders. What I found is that Oxygen really does, like they pull the training wheels off and say, okay, like you're putting a div in. I don't know what a div is. You know, I know it actually is like a division of your content, but a lot of people when they go in here, it will seem a little bit more foreign, in my opinion, so far, my uneducated opinion, than some of the others. But it also allows you to build a full header, a full footer, a lot of different content out there using Oxygen without additional plugins. And I also have heard that the code comes out less bloated, so more optimized than some of the other builders. And that is always a good thing, right? So I definitely think that Oxygen is one that I have not personally dove into too hard. Part of that is just a little bit overwhelmed. You know, you kind of, between the 7 or 8 different page builders out there, there's so much that you could dive into that eventually you have to kind of say, okay, these are the ones I'm interested in, the ones I'm going to pursue and support. You just can't stay on top of everything and make business on your business. Yeah, so Professor, I'm about done here as well, so good timing. This should be saved. My intent is to have this hopefully be part of my content creation strategy. So that should be on both my Facebook page, if you look for Incomesh and Facebook, or on my YouTube channel as well. It should be. I'll make sure it is. If not, I'm saving it. I can upload it later. So yeah, if there's any questions else we have here, I think we got 8 people live, which is pretty cool because I didn't announce this anywhere. So I'm very happy with that turnout. Thank you guys. I'm just curious, what do you guys think about this Breezy Cloud? Like, to me, I do intend on having some client work as part of my strategy going forward. It's fun for me. I like the idea of testing and having a lifetime access to Breezy, which is, it looks like Oxygen is more full featured. I'll totally say that up front. It looks like Breezy is spending a bit more time getting things working quite right. But they're also doing things like Breezy Cloud, which are really pushing the envelope quite nicely. So time will tell. Definitely check it out. If you haven't signed up yet, just take a look at it, see if it's something that you might want to be interested in doing. One of the other things, while they're here, I'm probably getting off task here, but let me show you their white label feature if you guys would like to. So let me pull up another website that I am playing with. All right, so I think this one should work. So I'm here in a, all right, I've got Breezy on this website. And what's really cool here, let me actually pull up the white label Breezy. I had to pull this up to remember how to access this. But white labeling is pretty awesome. Let me show you how it works. So if you have a client and you want them to want you, need you, love you, and never leave you, what you can do is white label your products so that they don't know what it is that they're using, but it's your stuff. Obviously, there's many other reasons, brand loyalty and all that, but part of it is this. So if I add this little Breezy enable white label feature, a new menu item appears here on the left. Let me just make sure that's still coming in clear. And so here on the left-hand side, you've got the white label option. If I click on that, so right now the tool is called Breezy, right? We all know that. I've said it like a million times on this live, but you could call it Incomesh or whatever you want to. And you can change that logo to something else, which I won't do because I don't have a 20 pixel logo handy right now. But we'll go ahead and say, and you can also change the support URL. Let me show you what that does. So instead of having it go to Breezy's website, if they click on the support button, it's actually going to go now to a contact page or wherever you want it to go to. And the About Me page, you can just, whatever you want to, send it to a different page. So I'll save those changes. And now immediately you notice the Breezy logo has changed to an income mesh, or the title has changed to an income mesh title. And if I go to build a page, instead of build with or edit with Breezy is now edit with income mesh. Like, I like that. It's kind of cool. It kind of feeds the ego, right? Like, it makes you feel kind of badass. You've got your own software now all of a sudden after a couple clicks. And if we go in here now, one of the features, if you go to the menu, is if you have an issue or if you want to learn more about the builder. This used to say about Breezy. I don't know if you guys knew that. But if I now go to submit an issue and I click on that, it's going to go to that support page that I declared in the settings, which here is my contact page for income mesh. And also if you want to go to the about page, it'll take you to the about page you set in the initial settings. So pretty cool, right? I think this is a nice feature. It's not going to be one that's like, oh, drop everything and go buy Breezy. But it's one of those where if you do intend on using it for clients, it will help you, I believe, with kind of retention. So let's go ahead and go back to WordPress and show you one last thing here. If we look now into our plugins, another place where it masks what you're doing. Now, if you're looking through, this is almost sneaky. Like, I'm surprised that it would do this. So you also, I'm scrolling through. Yeah, there's a lot of plugins. Don't judge me. But you don't see Breezy anymore on this list of plugins. It's now been kind of hidden, and now it's kind of basically, according to your clients, it's not a plugin. This is like what your guy, what your developer or your designer has now built and put in, and it's proprietary. Pretty cool. So that's how that works, and then you can always go into white label and turn it off. If I were to log back out and log back into the dashboard, that white label feature would be hidden, so they can't just go and add that in again. All right, so that's it for today, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. If you guys are interested in Breezy, and what I'd recommend is to go and check it out. And if you purchase it now, let's go ahead and see what the current price is. I don't think they're raising their. Let me just go to breezy.io. I think now for the Pro, they've locked their lifetime pricing at $300, which I still think is extremely a good price. This is an investment, right? Like, so you may not replace all of your software with Breezy today. I don't think you would, but you have everything in the studio plan, lifetime updates, lifetime support, one payment, clients, as well as access to the Breezy cloud for life with unlimited hosting, right? Like that's a really good deal. I don't care who you are or what you think. Like if you go and look at one of those websites, like a managed WordPress website, like a Flywheel, and one website, I think it's gonna be like $14 a month just for that one website. Now, yeah, you can sell that anyway. So if you're interested in that, you can use my affiliate link. I'd appreciate it. It's incomemesh.com/breezy, and that will take you there. And otherwise, I'd be curious. Go ahead and leave a comment below in what you think about this, if they're going the right direction. Other things I've heard is like, oh, why are they going to go and try this new thing? Shouldn't they just iron out what they have? It's valid. It's a valid point. But I think that right now, the page building space is so competitive that if you just try to do everything that everyone else is doing and not differentiate yourself in any way, it's going to be really hard to catch up. So Breezy is doing a very smart strategy, in my opinion, of they're doing things like the theme author program, which I'll talk about in a different live stream, where that'll basically allow you to build, rewrite, and sell your own themes that are built out with Breezy. They're doing this cloud feature where you'll be able to go and launch funnels with Breezy without worrying about WordPress. What? So all these things they're doing that are just totally different, like kind of off the beaten path, which I respect. I think they're doing a great job with that. So go ahead and leave a comment below. Thank you guys for checking in, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Take care.